Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Dom here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 SM 1v1 players, Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon players of all time. I saw a list PQS made of top 15, and it was pretty trash, so I thought I'd give my 2 cents on this topic. Now, before we get into the top 10, I'm going to talk about some honorable mentions. Mace Master, number 1, or not, he's not number 1, but I started this list off. I feel like in parts of the metagame, specifically earlier, when there was less concentrated, like just good players, like when the meta was less competitive because it was less developed and people just weren't as like good at it. Maybe pre 1v1 room, Mace was great. He was definitely like top 10. If I made a top 10 list then, like the first year or two, like he would be on it. But like as like over time, like people have just cemented themselves as like good and like better than him, and he hasn't really done much to do good. And he's done pretty solid in team tournaments, just like consistently. He's very consistent in SM, but he hasn't really cracked any like great individuals. Like he does decent in seasonal sometimes, but like he doesn't really go above and beyond. So yeah, I just wish he played tournaments more. I wish he played with Ladder Tour more. I just wish he tried harder in tournaments, just because then he could prove himself as one of the GOATs, you know. Freddy Kyogre, in 1v1 PL2 era, I would probably say he was maybe top 10. He was really good at SM back then, and since then he's kind of teetered off, but he notably had his team Canada Oceania in World Cup did great. Like he carried them to playoffs, which is a really good feat, I thought. And if he didn't do that, I would probably like not even think about him as like a top 10. Like, okay, he had a stint in time where he was like good and then he wasn't after that. Like, I don't think he's good today. Like whenever I hear his name, I think of this one replay that I'll show later. That's hilarious. But I think he's solid. He, like, when he really wants to be, he's good. Synonymous, pretty solid. Lately he's just been able to pick up a bunch of tiers, which doesn't correlate with SM, but he's a very adaptive player, and I think he just gets better and better the more he plays. Like his last like great accomplishment, I'd like to say, was Ladder Tour finals. He almost beat Squirtle. He was so close to being Squirtle, but shit didn't happen his way, and yeah, but I think he's just good, and yeah, did not quite top 10 though. And me, haha, I've always played SM since the start, really, and I think I've always been pretty decent. I've been able to do good in tournaments in SM when I've tried, like, or like mid, like whenever I want to qualify for Ladder Tour though, like I can, if I really want to do good on ladder and vote or whatever, like I can, like straight up. I feel like I'm pretty solid, but I've never really like proved myself, and especially not now. Like, I haven't built an SM team in like so long. Like, it's been so fucking long. I think last time I started building was like actually building, like not memes, was like Ladder Tour 2, to be honest. Let's talk about the top 10. So number 10, my boy Rajai. Why? Biased, maybe a little bit, but I do think he's good at team building. He knows the metagame well. He knows how interactions work, specifically like how Pokemon interact with each other and like who wins and how they do. Not only did he make the program, but he just, like, I've talked with him about matchups like so often, and yeah, and he brings wacky shit. He memes a lot. He's great. Like, and he's a good player as well. You never really know what he's gonna bring next. Is like the big thing. Like, I could bring anything at any time, and this was a replay from 1v1 PL3 versus Freddy, and I gave him this Ursaring team, and he won with it. He won with Ursaring. Like, that's just like a Rai thing to do. Actually, he played this really well. Okay, so Yawn, obviously, because you want the Slipper to be asleep. This is Yawn Protect Belly Drum Double-Edged Slipper, and he belly drums because a Scald is not a bad thing, and he wants to out boost this thing and keep his Z move so he can break it. Oh yeah, I'm doing replays for every single player, by the way, out of top 10, just to show like a time where I think they did good and like why it kind of like relates to them. So he kept his Z move on the second iron defense, and then double edges to test damage, and also to be able to throw a Z move out, which is really important. And then he throws the Z move out and wins. So that was just like not only a game of him just bringing whatever he wants and winning, but it was also like a game where he like played the matchup well. And he had guts, so he wasn't afraid of a Scald Burn earlier. So like he just takes things like that into account. So he's not higher because he just hasn't really done amazing in tournaments. Like he's done pretty solid. Like he's qualified for ladder tour and done good in seasonals and blah blah blah. And he's done pretty good in PLs, but he's never done great. Like he's never had like a breakout like standout tour. He's always just kind of been there, beats people, you know, whatever. But he's great at like laddering when he needs to. Like when he needs to just like ladder for X or ladder for ladder tour, like he'll be there and he'll be able to do it really well. Yeah, he's good. So next, number 9, I don't remember who's here. Okay, Revolve. This is controversial. This is a hot take of mine, but I think Revolve was super good for the brief time he played. Undoubtedly, top 3 most influential SM players, no doubt. Just like how the metagame adapted to Revolve and like took on what he used. He was the Regisurp guy. He was a really anti-meta team builder. Super influential, and it was great at laddering. Like whenever he wanted to ladder up and peak, he would. And I have a replay of this. Is not like a super good replay, like so it's not like Rise, like that was hilarious. But here's one versus Alxim Insecure, where he bravely brings in Ban Diggersby on these two and wins. I mean, that was kind of like a safe-ish pick, but like not completely. Like Ampy Bomb would have just destroyed it. And he's bringing his patented Serp. I don't see him use their aura that much, but yeah. He destroyed all, because I'm insecure in this series. It was 3-0, which was like his breakout series, because everyone was doubting him, because people like to doubt Revolve. People like Revolve. People like me, kind of. He's like similar, because he talks a lot of shit, and people just want to see those people who talk a lot of shit lose. But he's really good, really influential. Metagame totally like took on Regisurp after he showed it to the world. And number 8, Landon. Now, Landon's kind of been here and there. Like he'll come back for team tournaments, but he's mostly gone, which is respectable. Landon, he used to be like prime. Landon was an amazingly consistent ladder player. Always did solid in tournaments. He could make any Pokemon work. Like he had a Regiseal, or not even Regiseal. He had a Regigigas teams. Like he just could bring whatever he wanted and won. He was amazing at laddering. I can't stress how good he was at laddering. Here's the replay of him versus Rai in 1v1 PL finals. Also, I think one of the best 1v1 series of all time in tournaments. And here, Rai sends an outrage 0 or I think Dragonium into this team, which seems safe, especially because he has Taunt. But Landon throws out an Earthquake Mew, which messes up his plans, and Rai can't do much to it. It's not even Key Bear either. Wow. Yeah, that was just a crazy replay. That totally shifted momentum away from Rai. Rai was 2-0 before this game, I'd like to say. I'm not positive though. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Landon was just really good, super like consistent ladder. Like I remember one time I looked in the ladder and like the top 10, like 6 of them were Landon alts. Like it was insane. And yeah, he's great. He's still okay. He comes back for team tours, but I don't know. He's like mostly gone from the community, which is respectable. Number 7. I don't remember her current Smogon name. I really don't. I know them as UOP, Unleash Our Passion. And Prime UOP was very solid. UOP now is a shadow of what she once was. She just was, I think, kind of like Revolve, but like way more proven back in like 2017. Oh man, I totally forgot to do actually I don't need to do, because neither of these guys have won. Actually, Rai won 1v1 PL2, so I'll just mention what these guys have won. Ravon didn't win any tours. Rai won 1v1 PL2. Landon won 1v1 PL3. And UOP won 1v1 PL. Oh no PL, but 1v1 Ladder Tour 1 and 1v1 World Cup 1 and 3. Yeah. So good for her. She was just the best player in 2017, I think. I mean, maybe, or top 3 at least. Top 3 in 2017, and won the 1v1 Ladder Tour 3, which is actually, like, it might not seem like a huge accomplishment, but people that win the Ladder Tours are always really good. Like, they're really defining players of, like, the time. And UOP was just amazing in 2017. I mean, not, like, amazing, like, she was also really lucky, but she just, like, won so often. And, I mean, you can't knock that, really. And, yeah, UOP, just great player in 2017. After that, super whatever, but, like, I think she was also really, like, influential, kind of like Revolve. Like, people just started using what she used just because it was something UOP used, like Durant, Stunfisk, and all, like, that type of thing. Yeah, Prime UOP was a beast. Definitely overrated at the time. Like, people were like, oh, this person was, like, the best, and, like, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they were the best. I think another person at the time was the best. But, like, they just won. Like, they're one of those people, kind of like other people like Squirtle, maybe, who just keep, like, they can just win, you know? And you can't take that away from anyone. Alright, replay here. I think this was the last game of a 1v1 Ladder Tour, that she won. So she goes Magirna into a team that seemingly loses to Coco. Because this was before they ran the dual dance set. Sub on a flash cannon into Fleur cannon on the charge. That was, like, a very unusual play at the time, because, like, what item was that, you know? Like, they usually just ran Specs or, like, Z Fairy or something. Like, there's no Z move. Like, what was that item? Like, I don't even know now. That was like a really not bulky Coco, I guess. That died to the Fleur cannon at +1, but, like, still, to a non-Specs gear, jeez. But still, like, this is just, like, a team that loses to Coco, just beating Coco, you know? Yeah, just a good accomplishment at the time. Number 6, Ecstatic Cold. Okay, people might give me shit for this, I don't know. But, he's a consistent player. Like, when he won, okay, until 1v1 Ladder Tour 3, I would probably say that he was amazingly consistent. He was super good. He could peak whenever he wanted, was always, like, high on the ladder, did good in, I mean, he actually didn't play very many tournaments, because he got banned, or, because he had a lot of clout back then, in, like, the early days of SM, because he was great at ORS and he's great at SM, so, like, he got bought onto teams that he didn't want to play on, so he just didn't play, he, like, quit them, and so he kind of, like, missed a lot of team tours from that, but he eventually got onto a team that he wanted in the Heat Trans in 1v1 PL3. He won 1v1 PL1 even though he only went 0-1. Or World Cup of 1v1 1. And he 1v1 PL3 the Heat Trans. So 2 wins there. And you'll see a lot of these people on like this list have this like one stuff. Like, I think tournaments are really important because anyone can do good on the ladder. Like, I can do good on the ladder. Like, I got 1884, 1881. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm not that great at SM. Like, I'm not on this list for a reason. But, yeah, ladder's easy as shit. But tournaments not as easy. Like, in really highlight matches where it's just, like, 2 good people, like, dang, like, it's hard to win those type of, like, versus a lot of good people consistently. But Ecstatic can do that, and he's very, like, aggressive in how he plays, you know, and, yeah, here's a replay. I don't remember. Okay, versus James. Oh, this is weird. This is just Ecstatic playing really aggressively. Aegislash does great versus his team. Ecstatic gives no fucks, goes Caracosta anyways, and Z Stone Edges on the taunt. Like, that's a crazy play. That's crazy. And he just won. I think that was the last game of the series. Like, that's just some Ecstatic shit. Yeah, very interesting game. Standout player. He's been good since ORAS. Like, you know, he's solid as shit. Number 5 is Glick's. Glick's, I don't know. Maybe this is too high. Like, I kind of feel like this is too high, but I don't know who I would put over her. to be honest, because Glick's has been like pretty solid since like pretty much forever, to be honest. She's always been pretty solid, and I think people give her way too much credit for set building. I mean, that, like, sometimes her sets are really hit or miss, but in general, like, she was very standout in 1v1PL2. Carried her team to a win there. She also won, I don't remember what tour it was, some seasonal. So she won 1v1PL2 and some seasonal, I think spring or summer, I don't remember. I could be wrong, that could be wrong. And just like when you play Glick, you really don't know what to expect. Like, she could bring literally anything, and that's like a kind of a common thing with these people, because it's one thing if you're good with your comfort teams or your comfort like styles or archetypes, but if you're good with anything, like, that really just proves how good you are at the metagame, I think. And yeah, here's a replay of her. This is like a set where her just a weird like, what is this team? Who would bring this? Iron Crushers is kind of like that, but like, yeah, like loses Cesard Y type shit, but like whatever. She goes into Greninja here and goes for the Z Grass on Iron Crusher, tanks the Z Thunder or like Thunderbolt, I don't know, and then kills it. Like, that's just like, what? Like, who would bring this team? Like, that's just really bizarre. And yeah, like, she can use pretty much anything. Like, I just think that she probably, I would like to say, primed in 1v1PL2, but has not like played in that many tours lately, I would like to say. Although she did do fine in 1v1PL3, was definitely a huge part of her team getting to semifinals. So moving on, we got Squirtle, and I think Squirtle is kind of overrated, but at the same time, I do respect him, because this is a player who, he just, like, he doesn't try that hard. I don't think he tries to, like, go overboard and try to beat everyone. He just kind of uses what he likes, and he wins a lot. He's won the 1v1 Ladder Tour 3, and the, I don't remember what seasonal it was, just some seasonal. But yeah, and winning a stacked ladder tour is like really solid. Like, that's just like not an easy thing to do at all. And yeah, like, Squirtle just kind of brings like what he's comfortable with and just like beats people. Like, he's extremely consistent. In 2019, like, meta where Dragonite is kind of like the thing, the topic, that's when like Squirtle, I think, came to be. Like, starting 1v1PL3, after that he just kind of just went beast mode and won 2 tours in a row, 2 individuals, which I don't think most people have done. DJPW, I think, has done that, but Squirtle, no. Or Squirtle, yes. Like, I don't know anyone else who's just won 2 tours like that in a row. But very impressive. He's always in the ladder. Like, he doesn't try to go overboard with prepping. Like, he just kind of brings what he likes and wins. Like, he's very consistent at winning somehow in this, like, very matchup tier. Very, like, you never really know what people are going to use. But, yeah, he's really consistent. Brings a lot of stuff, but he's comfortable with it as well. Which is replay. Well, it's kind of hard to find remarkable replays of this guy, because he's just kind of a low-key player, but, and I just kind of realized this replay is not even, like, amazing, but, I have it here. He goes Mew. This is just, like, how he plays. Like, he just, like, does something, like, you kind of would expect him to, but he wins. Like, he went Mew on the Medicham, and beats this, like, Scarf Cham, I think, which is kind of odd, but, like, that's cool. Scarf Cham, probably underrated. Yeah, he just kind of like brings stuff he likes, wins. Like, this team is probably pretty good. Like, I can't really think of that. Okay, the D-Knight matchup is like, it's not amazing, but like Z Hurricane plus E-Speed is a threat, but it's pretty solid, to be honest. Like, he doesn't try remarkably hard. Like with Z-Grass, he doesn't try to be like quirky or anything, but he just brings whatever he wants and he wins a lot. Like, I don't know if he would have been around since the beginning of the gen. I think he would have probably, if he was like this good at the beginning of the gen, he probably would have won 4 or 5 individuals by now. To be honest, like he's just very consistent, and I can't knock him for that. Number 3, we got, who do we got? I actually don't remember. Okay, Kentari, and a lot of people probably won't know who Kentari is, but that is fine. Basically, he was an early SM player. He played in. He's I think the only person this high that like has not won a tournament. Like won an individual, won 2 team tours, won an individual and 2 team tours, won a team tour. But won a team tour. Like everyone except Kentari and Ravon have won tours. But Kentari was just an amazing ladder. He did good in tournaments when he played them. Very consistent. I always felt like he was a step ahead of everyone. Sorry, my computer was at 1%. But yeah, I always felt like Kentari just was better than everyone. Like in the first, I don't know, year and a half of SM, he played until after 1v1 PL2 was when he died. I think like after that he just kind of quit. But he was just ahead of everyone. Like he was always doing great on ladder. Maybe not ahead of like the top 1% of people like Landon or I don't know, but he's just really like he was really good. No, fuck this shit. And was just a great ladder. Like in team tours, he would just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do good, and then he would do good. Like he was a very accountable player. Like you would never really see him do bad ever. And just consistent, really understood the game well. Like he never really thought like wrong, like I think. And I gotta replay. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Like Kentari's just really good, and his team building was not like amazing, but somewhat anti-meta. He always had like a little bit of an anti-meta spin on stuff. But yeah. So in this game, he played Landon, and I don't actually remember the game. Yeah, he just had a Hoopa. Like he went Hoopa versus a very threatening guard, to be honest. I would have been scared of guard there, but no fucks given. He goes Hoopa on the Ampharos, predicts that he can beat it, and goes for the hyperspace. Fury. There's some chat in here. Whatever, who cares? I don't really know how. Oh, actually, Card God, yeah, probably won. But yeah. Pretty much, I don't know. He did great in 1v1 PL3 or 1v1 PL2. Did solid in 1v1 PL1, I think, and did good in World Cup 1. He did good in all the tours he played. No flukes. I feel like if he really tried, he could win any tour he wanted, to be honest. Maybe besides team tours. He tried pretty hard in 1v1 team tours, or 1v1 PL3 really, or 1v1 PL2 specifically. But yeah, moving on. Kentari is really good. Top 3, like prime Kentari. It's just better than Squirtle. Like, cause Squirtle, I feel like anyone can beat Squirtle. Like anyone can just pull up and outpick him. Like it happens. Like I remember he lost to Ninja Dog in just like some random LC player in 1v1 World Cup, which is just like a thing, you know, anyone can do. Like I don't hold that against him, but I feel like Kentari wouldn't do that. Like he just was better at the game than people. Oh, and I also didn't have the replay of him like outplaying like a Gracium Entei threat, which is cool. And okay, moving into number 2, CP2. I find it absolutely baffling that I think PQS didn't put him at top 5. Like what, dude? CP2 won 1v1 PL1 with me, and then he won 1v1 Ladder Tour 2 and 1v1 Ladder Tour, or no, 1v1 Spring Seasonal maybe. I don't know the seasonals, but CP2, like, I didn't even get a replay for him. Oh, I fucking forgot to get a replay, bro. Here, let me load up Chicken Pie 2, Gen 7 1v1. And let's just look at the statistics of what he uses. This is gonna take a while because he plays a lot of 1v1. Basically, he won 1v1 Ladder Tour 2, which I think is like because I don't know, winning a 1v1 Ladder Tour has just weirdly like been a historic like a accomplishment. Like UOP was like the best in 1v1 ladder tour 1 era. CP2 was the best in 1v1 ladder tour 2 era, and Squirtle was the best in 1v1 ladder tour 3 era. Like, if you win a ladder, like, I don't know, it's just like everyone who's been there, like the best player wins that tour. I don't know. And oh wait, where are the stats? Okay, look. He plays all his tournaments games on here. Number 1 most used Pokemon, Palisand. Number 3, Keldeo. Rotom Heat, Hoopa, normal form, Empoleon, like Vanillix this high. Like, he brings whatever he wants, dude. Where's Vikavolt, actually? Vikavolt. He uses a lot of Vikavolt. I don't know why. Like, he just brings crazy stuff, and he wins. Like, he's really consistent. I'll find a good replay somewhere. Okay, he brings this team and wins with P2 against this team, which I wouldn't expect. Foul play on the SD. That's crazy. Well, I mean, it beats any other Dega Slash, to be honest. Like, this thing doesn't lose Dega Slash. But yeah, this is just a replay. CP2 bringing Y. Okay, let's see. I want to see if he's bringing some more, like, interesting things. That's a weird team. Empoleon, Sableye, Molo. Oh, I use this team mixed with Como over Genesect. I just kind of want to see, like, you just gotta kind of look at the teams he brings. They're really weird. Like, what, dude, like, who would bring this? Azu, Lando, T, Nihilego. Same team as earlier. It's like random shit. Okay, I'm spending way too long on this. But he brings weird stuff and he wins a lot. This guy is just super consistent, always does good in SM. He's tried Oris and not done amazing, but he's good at SM, and won 3 tournaments. Like, I don't know what to say, dude. Like, just very solid, great at individual tours. Cause here's the thing, you gotta understand when you were like, okay, I'm fighting CP2. It's like, what am I gonna prepare for? Like, you literally have no clue what he's gonna bring ever, and then he'll probably beat you with like this random shit that you can't prepare for. Like, he's kind of quit, I think. Quit playing? I don't know. He's like kind of quit, I think, or something. I don't know. Like, he still plays ladder, but he doesn't play tournaments. But he's just really good. Like, he's kind of been the best player, or one of the best players in like 2 different eras. Like, he won a tour in 2018, late 2018, and he's won a tour in like mid 2019. Like, that's just like consistency. Like, that isn't just like an era. And he won this from losers, I think, which was crazy. Yeah, he won this from losers or something, which is hard as fuck to do. Winning from losers is really hard. And like, he's not a limited player. Like, there's no limits on what he brings, what he wins, etc., etc. Like, he's just a great player. Like, that's just my opinion, but I don't think non-CP2 in top 5 is the move. And number 1, totally a biased thing. Not if I didn't even like this guy, I would still put him number 1. GGOPW, my boy. He's just great. Like, an amazing SM player. Actually, okay, I want to see when the tour. He's won 1v1 ladder tour. No, he didn't win a ladder tour. He's won 2 seasonals. He's won a winter seasonal in early 2019. What is this? I'm gonna watch this, bro. What is this? Me versus GGOPW. Oh shit. Okay, guys. Triple Gengar guys versus GGOPW. Oh my god. Dark Pulse. Ooh. Focus Blast. Fucking misses. Oh my god, dude. This is insane. I don't know why this is on YouTube 1 view. Whatever. I don't know who this fucking guy is. There's like a bot or something. I don't know. Yeah, okay. This tour won by GGOPW. Site smogon.com. Yeah, this is a while ago, like 2 different ones. GGOPW in 2018, GGOPW 2019. He is so consistent at SM, which is hard because there's a lot of variability in this tier. There's like random matchups, there's random shit you don't expect, hacks, like picking wrong. Like there's a lot of variance in this tier, and GGOPW has doesn't give a shit. He's done good in pretty much like all the tours he's like started in. Team tours wise, like in World 1v1 PL3, he was part of the Jump Plus. He helped carry us to finals. He did amazing there. Beat some players like CP2 there. He carried his team to a win in World Cup 3. So 2019 was great for him team tours wise. He got to finals of a tour and then he carried his team to a win, which is great. He also won this tour in 2019, and he won this season a while ago. Like this is like his breakout tour, I'd probably say. Yeah. Did I post anything in here? Yeah, I knew he'd win. He's heat. But yeah, this was his breakout tour, and ever since then he's just been really solid. And this is like who the fuck cares, but I want to show you how he got Rex, which I think is fucking insane. He got 61-9 with an 84 GXC in 1v1 with this elo. What the fuck? I don't know how to do that shit. I don't know how to get a fucking 84 GXC, bro. Oh my god, bro. He's crazy. He just knows SM super well. He's also, I didn't talk about this with his strengths, but he's really good at building for people. Like, the thing with people in SM is that, like, they won't bring the entire metagame, Like, they'll only bring, like, mostly what they like and just, like, maybe what their friends like. Like, that's just kind of what people bring. People don't really, like, bring, like, you can't bring the entire metagame in 5 games, And so he knows, like, how to beat what people are using. And he's just great at it. Like, straight up. And the replay I have is here. This is game 5 of 1v1 PL semis, I think. Either week 9 or week 8 or week 7 or semis. Last week before playoffs or semis. I have no clue. Since this matchup happened twice and he won both times, consistency, boys. And he brought this team game 5, which is Specs Alakazam, Groundium Amnesia Tangrowth, and like some like slightly weird Altaria, I think. He goes Altaria because that shit fucking wins, because he knows Arai is going to bring trash teams that lose to Altaria or like any grass type ever. But he wins. Like, he knows what people will bring, and he just like prepares for it. Like, he could have gone Tangrowth here and won too, but he was prepared for like Arai teams, And he beat him. And yeah, I don't know who would bring Specs Alakazam plus Groundium Tangrowth game 5, but he is just comfortable using Meth, getting high on Meth mid-series, and just beating people. Like, he's just really consistent. I don't think he was great in the first year, but past the first year, he's just been great. Like, 2018, 2019 was just great, and I think he's definitely like miles better than Squirtle. Because you have no clue what GGOPW is gonna bring, but you can kind of know what Squirtle's gonna bring. Like, yeah, and people overthink him sometimes. Like, you never know what he's gonna pick either. So yeah, pretty much that is my top 10. Some of my honorable mentions, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm out this hoe. Peace, bros.